It's your boy AJ. I'm in here with Rage. We're about to bring down this Nuggets Nets game preview. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe. It's Nets Kingdom.
Nets Kingdom.
To the top, I'ma make it. Niggas just can't take it. To the top, I'ma make 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 it. Niggas just can't take it. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So we're going to the Mile House City, going to Denver. Coming off that crazy overtime Timberwolves win 124-123. Now the Nuggets are 30-5 on their home court. Denver scores 116.9 points while outscoring opponents by 4. Now the Nets are 19-17 in road games. Brooklyn ranks 9th in the Eastern Conference, giving up just 112 while holding opponents to 46% shooting. So talk to me about this Nuggets game, man. I mean, coming off this win against the Wolves, what are you most concerned about when it comes to the Denver Nuggets?
I think it's going to be interesting to see how we deal with their offense. Obviously, our defense gets slow at sometimes, but we do lock up. We will have our moments where we lock up, as we should.
Yeah.
But I'm just worried how we're gonna figure out everything. And when we get into offensive side of things, I'm just wondering how everything's gonna work out. Are we gonna go straight iso ball with Dinwiddie? Do we plan on involving Mikal a lot? We obviously know what Mikal and Spencer are gonna be able to do. It's just gonna be interesting to see if we run the same iso ball, or we're running off balls. We're running PNRs quite often. It'll be interesting, and I'm also wondering what Cam Thomas's minutes is going to look like, because obviously he was the first one off the bench last game, and he got 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So that'll be another interesting thing to see.
Let me read a quick injury. What they have right here for ESPN injury report: the Nuggets, Colin Gillespie is out with a leg, and then Zeke Naji is out with a shoulder. Nets, it says Royce's day-to-day knee, and then Ben, we all know Ben is out. Nick Claxton day-to-day thumb, and CJ's day-to-day knee. But I think Alex Schiffer and the reporters said everybody's probably just Ben. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they just said it was just Ben. So those are just probably fillers. But yeah, after watching the Wolves game, and I'm like, yo, Rudy Gobert just demolished us in the paint. So I'm like, what is Nikola Jokic gonna do? And I'm trying to figure out why didn't Jacques Vaughn play Nerlens Noel last game, but maybe it's because Naz Reid, he thought Naz Reid was too quick for him. But you look at the Denver's who's Denver's backup big? I think they have Jokic and they run Michael Porter Jr. too, Jokic. So it's like, is he gonna play Nerlens Noel, or he's not gonna play? Because this is the game you want to play Nerlens. Like, let's say Clax, because you know how crafty Jokic is. Jokic might get Clax two early fouls again. So it's like, is he going to play Nerlens, or is he going to go small with DFS at the 4 or the 5 again, or Royce at the 5? It's just not a formula. What do you think?
I'm also wondering, because Nerlens Noel is still on a 10-day right now. Yeah. So it wouldn't make sense for me not to play him, especially given the fact that he's on a 10-day, unless we're already set on the fact that we're not bringing him back. Yeah. But they run Jokic, and they run Thomas Bryant.
Okay, Thomas Bryant, yeah.
And that'll be interesting to see how, if we do play Nerlens Noel, how we're able to go through two offensive-minded centers, because obviously there's Jokic, and Thomas Bryant is more offensive-minded than he is defensive. Yeah. So it'll be interesting. But I think Nerlens is obviously worth playing, because there was obviously Claxton was eating up fouls last game. So it was like, why wouldn't you have Nerlens Noel do the same? Especially given that he needs more. He still has something to prove, because he's on 10-day. Obviously, he has something to prove. He's only had. Well, I think he's had 2 games of play.
Yeah. We gotta play. Like I said, his days are running up. You only got 10 days to prove yourself. So it's like, you got to play him, and Jacques Vaughn take advantage of the opportunities to play him. Nikola Jokic and Thomas Bryant, that's a good center backcourt. I mean, that's a good center depth. So it's like, somebody gets in foul trouble. We've seen the points in the paint last game. Like, we were getting demolished in the paint, and I think the Nuggets, I mean, you got guys like Aaron Gordon. Michael Porter Jr. is going to mostly a shooter, but he gets in the paint too. Aaron Gordon can eat us in the paint. And then off the bench, you got Bruce Brown, Jeff Green, Reggie Jackson. So it's going to be tough, man. He's off the bench. They got some depth off the bench. So I think for us, it's weird because our defense is supposed to be I've looked at the metrics and our defense is kind of close to top 10, but when you do the eye test, it doesn't really look like our defense is like that. We're giving up easy buckets to the rim. Guys are flowing right by us. I don't know where help defense is at. Shooters be open. So it's like our defense has its good moments and its bad moments. And during the game, we just need to pull up a full 48 minutes of good defense.
We gotta do what we did in the first game we ever had with all of our guys, which is insane how we've gotten almost worse since then, no, we've gotten worse since then.
That Philly game, right?
Obviously, like everyone is still trying to get used to everything, and although that is true, I don't know how everything's so perfect the first game. Obviously, people have more of initiative to really be on everything, but shouldn't you be like that all the time?
Yeah. I mean, it's tough because, bro, Jamal Murray, Jokic, MPJ can go off, Aaron Gordon. So we gotta, like I said, this is gonna be a tough game, man. It could either go two ways. We can get blown out because this is the number one team in the West right now, or
and you already mentioned their home record. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, the home record is unbelievable. And then you could either go that way, we get blown out, or we give it a tough game. We can like grind out a win. And then my second point, Mikal Bridges, man. I think we all see the YouTube and highlights, and everybody's like, Mikal Bridges is turning into a star. We got to start running the offense through Mikal Bridges, and I'm talking about right off the bat. I know Spencer had his game, and he has his moments, but Mikal should get we should have a set playbook for Mikal when we start games. Because it's like, bro, we start games, it's just like every man for himself. Somebody, it's just we chuck up a lot of threes, and it's every man for himself. And it looks
we just settle too much, and it's like a lot of the time, it's like I don't mind if Dinwiddie's like running the offense, and that's cool. But sometimes it's like you shouldn't have him just dribble the whole for 20 seconds and then have to chuck up something because you weren't able to get anything else. And if Dinwiddie is playing and he is running the point guard like he always is, you have to drive more, because obviously when he was driving, it was working out for him. And now you have an even better opportunity because now you're going up against Nikola Jokic instead of Rudy Gobert. Exactly. You have to take advantage of that. And like you said, you gotta make Mikal Bridges more involved. And it's crazy to say, even with him having a breakout year with us, that we need to involve him more. We do.
Yeah.
We do. And I think if we do, he can be even better than what he is right now. If you give him looks off the bat and you're constantly going to him, I think it'll work out for you. And he'll have his bad games, but he has been really, really good.
The man is averaging like 27 points since he's been with us, like off 50, 40, 90. Like efficiency is crazy.
He's putting up all-star stats right now.
Yeah.
He's putting up perennial all-star stats right now.
Yeah. So the key things for us, I think, again, containing Jokic, make sure Jamal Murray doesn't get hot, and then also running the offense through Mikal, getting him easy looks first. You got to get him easy looks in the first half early, get him going early because he's been in such a groove. Like, you got to feed the hot hand. But yeah, so make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe. Hopefully we'll get this win, and we need to build the momentum right now. I mean, I think did we get the 5th seed? I think the Knicks lost. Right?
We have the 5th seed. We're tied with the Knicks. They play again tomorrow. We play. If you can squeeze out a dub and the Knicks lose, you're chilling.
We're chilling. Yeah. We'll take that seed right back.
I'm not gonna rule out tomorrow's game. Anything's possible. You can do it. But obviously, if you're leaning more towards like the realistic side, we probably are going to lose.
Oh yeah, Vegas probably got us favored way down, probably a bunch of points.
But we have seen really good. We've seen good games out of this team. Obviously, we've seen bad, but we have seen good. We're able, with a lot of really good teams that we go up against, we're able to stay in it at some point.
Yeah.
Like, even though we were getting blown out in the beginning when we played the Celtics, we came back and won. The Bucks, we brought in our bench guys, but we still came back or was it the Bucks? Yeah, it was the Bucks.
Yeah,
we came back and we almost beat them.
Yeah,
and
the
the
Celtics,
first time,
the first time
we played the Bucks too,
yeah.
we were close until the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So
And the Celtics, we came back and
Won.
came,
We
yeah,
won.
won. So I think I said anything is possible. The Vegas got us minus 8.5, so they got Denver winning by 8.5. So
I feel like that's
okay.
fair.
That's hey, that's what it is, man. Again, appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, follow us on Instagram. That's Kingdom 2433. Rage is going crazy on TikTok. Make sure you follow on TikTok. And that's Kingdom, and SoundCloud. If you got a SoundCloud, hit us up on SoundCloud. Next Kingdom Radio and Twitter. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. The Twitters are scrolling at the bottom. Appreciate you guys again. Thanks for watching.